Chapter 8. Don't Attract, Act. Have you ever wanted something badly and somehow you got it but you really didn't understand how? The only explanation you could find was that you attracted it with the power of your thought. The human mind is truly tremendous. It has the power to create the greatest companies in the world, but it can also be used to destroy. Whatever you think about creates your reality. That's why I always warn myself, be careful what you think because one day it may come true. The things you experience in your outside world have their origin in your inner world. In other words, all the circumstances of your life are the consequence of your beliefs, and this is true for every aspect of your life. Your thoughts affect the state of your health, relationships, and finances. Look around you. Whatever you see, good or bad, is the result of your mental creation. If you don't like what you see or experience, change your thoughts. It is this simple. People think that if they change their hairstyle, their life will also change. Nope. True change happens inside the head, not on the outside. How can you become more conscious about your thoughts? Most of us go through the day with very little notice of our thoughts. We usually don't examine how our mind works. We are often not aware of what causes fear in us or what small talks we mentally have with ourselves during the day. We eat, work, shop, plan, talk, play, and flirt, but hardly ever examine our thoughts about these actions. Do this exercise every day. For a few minutes, examine your thoughts about certain actions you are taking. Like now I'm going to the kitchen to pick a soda, or I'm so angry about the payment delay at my company. I attract this kind of misfortune. Pay attention to your thoughts related to everyday actions just as much as you do on the significant things. What you focus your mind on, that's what you will attract. I'm sometimes skeptical of the whole law of attraction idea, but I can't deny that some things come in inexplicable ways. What we call the law of attraction has more to do with self awareness. When we are in a full mood, we really don't look around ourselves. We are so gloomy and consumed with our own problems that we miss our opportunities along the road. That's why we don't attract anything good with a negative mindset because the mind is closed and clouded. When we are carefree, living in the present, full of hope and stopping to smell the proverbial roses, we find that dim in the street. We will notice that call for a job, we will participate in that competition. And guess what? Just by opening up, participating, and being kind and likable, we will attract positive things in our lives. It's not some giant conspiracy act of the universe, it's all just you acting differently. I have a friend who is obsessed with the law of attraction. He read all the books by Rhonda Byrnes and he practiced the laws diligently, but he got the wrong end of it. Recently, his favorite pastime is to attract buses. I'm not joking. It is thanks to him that I became familiar with the law of attraction in the first place. One time, years ago, we were going somewhere. Suddenly, he stopped, lifted his pointer finger as if a eureka idea hit him, clenched his eyes shut, and struggled so profoundly to concentrate that his forehead got more wrinkles than a sharpie. Did you just fart or something? I asked. No, he replied. I just channeled the universe to send us the bus right now. I was not interested in self help back then. In fact, I was more earthbound than the wildest stockbroker on Wall Street. You can imagine my disbelief and bewilderment, especially after I made sure he actually meant what he said. I took a few safe distance steps and patiently waited for the bus that showed up a few minutes later. My friend achieved one thing though. Even if he didn't teleport a bus for us in the next 30 seconds using his mental Jedi powers, he made me curious about what on earth could turn him into the Obi Wan of buses. I bought The Secret, my very first self help book. Now that I think it through, he is the indirect reason I am writing this book right now. Without him and his bus, I might have never opened my mind to write in this genre. However, I always wanted to become a writer. Was this a huge conspiracy of the universe and I was still blindfolded in front of its power? Or rather, was it me catching an interest in the topic and while digesting it with a pinch of salt? I worked and read a lot to be able to put my own self help thoughts together in a book and deliver it to you. I leave this question open for you to answer. Weak is he who permits his thoughts to control his actions. Strong is he who forces his actions to control his thoughts. Your brain can focus on only one thing at a time. Make that focus point a constructive one. To change your external conditions, you first have to change your internal ones. Train your conscious mind to stay open and be success oriented rather than pondering on what's not good. Keep your mind busy with good expectations and act upon them. And soon you will see that you will attract the desired things, not due to some cosmic conspiracy but yourself. If you learn to act in your best interest, you won't need to murmur spells to attract good results. One thing you should believe in is the fact that you deserve whatever you are trying to achieve. I don't mean you should feel entitled, just feel worthy of getting what you wish for. Why? If you feel unworthy of something, you won't be able to act in your best interest to get it. You will think that your object of desire is too good or too difficult for you to have. As a result, the universe will never give it to you simply because you gave up on acting resiliently to get it. If you want to get a job in design and you feel worthy of that position, you will polish your resume. You will promote yourself fearlessly. You will send out your work samples from the smallest to the biggest companies, and you will constantly work to improve your design skills. One lazy Friday morning, you will wake up and get an interview appointment from a great company. Was it the universe? Sure, because you increased and spread your chances around in the universe. You acted in your best interest, and the universe replied. If you believe in the law of attraction, please ignore my skepticism. Go on with attracting whatever you want, versus money or your better half. Please add to your attraction some constructive actions too. It is like the lottery to have the chance to win. You need to buy a ticket. We have this saying in Hungary: help yourself, and God will help you too. I think this saying can be applied to the law of attraction too. Just change God to the universe.